everybody, welcome back. Duane Thompson back again here with you. I'm your food entrepreneur's mentor, and today we're going to continue our discussion on how to sell your food product to the federal government. Okay, but first, before we get started, a couple of housekeeping items. First, please make sure you subscribe to this channel, and second, make sure you hit that bell button so you'll be notified when new videos are posted. All right, with that said, let's get started. Now, in today's discussion, we're going to talk about two items that your company must have before you're able to sell your food products to the federal government. Okay, up first is something known as the North American Industry Classification System, or otherwise known as NAICS. Some people pronounce it as NAICS code. And the second item that we'll be talking about is known as the Dun and Bradstreet Data Universal Numbering System, also known as the DUNS number. So these are the two things that we're going to talk about today. And for each of these, we're going to talk about what it is, why you need them, and how to get it. So up first is the NAICS code, or NAICS code. The North American Industry Classification System, or NAICS code, was established in 1997 and developed jointly by the U.S., Canada, and Mexico to compare business statistics among the North American countries. Now, there are many ways businesses use NAICS codes or NAICS codes, but in order to keep this short and sweet, we're only going to discuss how these numbers identify government contracts within the federal government marketplace. So, let's first look at how NAICS codes work. A NAICS code classifies each business into a 6-digit code number based on the majority of activity at the business and has 20 primary 2-digit NAICS code classifications, often called sectors. Now let's look at the steps to identify your individual food product NAICS code.
All right, so what we're going to be doing here now is we're going to be doing a quick search up on the NAIC codes for food service or food products. All right, first thing we want to do is we want to go here to the search bar, put in www.census.gov/EOS/www/NAICS. That is the website that is going to get us directly over to the Census Bureau website. It's going to give us our NAICS codes. In order to search what your specific product is, or your specific code for your NAICS codes are, you want to just go right here to this 2017 NAICS manual. 2017 is the latest that they updated the manual. So all the information here is going to be up to date. So we just want to click on download this publication. It's going to be a pretty quick download. And you'll see that the entire binder has been downloaded of NAICS codes. We're going to skip past this. I happen to know it's going to be on page 146 is where we start our food products. Actually, 143. Okay, so this is the section that's going to pertain to us as food product entrepreneurs. So what do you want to do is you want to pretty much go through this sector and figure out what best describes your product. So you'll see that this is the section 3133. That's going to be that dual prefix code we talked about earlier. And just scroll through here and find whichever one is best describes your product. So we had food manufacturing, which is 311, the prefix. It goes through everything pretty much in detail. 31111, animal food manufacturing, all the way to 311111, dog and cat food manufacturing. And what you want to do is just scroll through here and identify which of these NAICS codes most describes your product. And this is the NAICS code that you're going to go with when you are approaching the federal government and you are advertising your service or product to them. So say if you were manufacturing breakfast cereal, your NAICS code would be 311230, breakfast cereal manufacturing. Same here for sugar confectionery product manufacturing, 3113. Then you have your subcode is 1, which gives you your sugar manufacturing, if you're manufacturing actually sugar. Beet sugar, cane sugar. So let's scroll down a little more. If you're manufacturing chocolate and confectionery manufacturing, 31135. So you should be able to come through here and identify all the NAICS codes. Also, one other thing I should mention as well, you don't have to use just one NAICS code on your material that you're advertising to the government. And once we get to that section of the video or that section of the training, you can use multiple NAICS codes to describe your product. So you don't have to go with just one single NAICS code. Here's fruit and vegetable canning, pickling, and drying. As you can see, fruit and vegetable canning, specialty canning. As you know, our products are salsas, so we were able to go with specialty canning and fruit and vegetable canning as well. So these two actually suited our products. Okay, so this is how you basically do a search up of what NAICS code fits your product, and then basically cross-reference it to the NAICS classification system. All right.
Now, let's talk about the second item that you're going to need before you can do any business with the federal government and sell your food product to them. And that item is known as the Duns and Bradstreet Data Universal Numbering System, also known as the DUNS number. The DUNS number is a legal requirement imposed by the Federal Acquisition Regulation, which governs all federal contracting. Simply put, the federal government uses the DUNS number to track how federal money is allocated and spent. Now let's look at what you need to do to apply for your DUNS number.
Okay, so let's take a look and see the steps to apply for a DUNS number. Now this is a pretty simple step to obtain your DUNS number. It's probably one of the easier things you want to do when doing business with the federal government, and you should only have to do this once to apply. What you want to do is go to the website www.dnb.com. Okay, once you get to this website, pretty straightforward. We want to go here to DUNS number and then apply or get a DUNS number. From here, you just follow the steps. Put in the reason why you want to get a DUNS number, or you have a U.S. business, which most of people watching this video will. Click on that. And then it's going to just take you through the steps on obtaining and putting information for your business name and contact information. Should take you through the entire steps to get a business DUNS number. Now, one of the questions that I get is, does it cost to get a DUNS number? And the answer to the question is no. You should not have to pay anything to get a DUNS number. Although, once you do apply, you will probably receive a correspondence email or a phone call from Dun & Bradstreet asking you to upgrade your DUNS number to a paid account, which you do not have to do. I get a lot of students who come and ask me, should they pay to do this? And the answer to your question is no. You don't need to pay, and this number is going to be with you through the life of your business as you move forward. But right up front, right out the gate, you don't have to pay, and then you just follow the simple steps here to get your DUNS number, and you should have that stage complete. Okay, so that's it on the DUNS number.
Okay, that's it for today's discussion. I wanted to keep it short and sweet on purpose because sometimes when you're dealing with the federal government, it can seem like an overwhelming and daunting task. So the purposes of these small and short videos is to give you small steps so that you will understand what path you will need to take as you move forward in doing business with the federal government and selling your food products to them. Okay? And as always, I look forward to using this platform to minimizing your learning curve. Have a happy and safe 4th of July. See you next week.